All right. How's the lighting?
Hi,
Hey, everybody.
how you guys doing? Hi, Steph.
Hey, Shar. So, hey, everybody. You know us. This is Steph and Shar, and we are the Beauty Ito. And we are coming to you live today. We have some great information and some great guests. Um, just touching on, how this COVID-19 is affecting us.
Mhm. At home, two different locations, and we wanted to really talk about COVID-19 and how it's affecting. So we also have Tavia and Derek. They should be chiming in shortly. But you guys, this is we have so much to talk about, even with the unemployment that we can all apply for on Tuesday. So we have a lot of different things we want to discuss. We only have 1 hour, so let's get started. We want to introduce. Go ahead, Stephanie. I'll let you introduce our first guest.
So, this is one of my favorite guys. I'm so honored and privileged that he decided to do this with us. This is big for me. I've taken classes with this man, and I picked his brain. He's been just amazing. He doesn't know me from a can of paint, but he answers my questions, and he's the bomb, you guys. So let's just all give it up for Mr. Hair Hunt himself. You may have seen him on LA Hair if you've gone to hair shows, taking classes, Bonner Brothers, the one and only Terry Hunt, guys. Let's bring Terry in.
Hey guys,
Hello,
Hey.
how are you?
I'm looking homeless right now, but it's all good.
You look good. You look good.
Thanks. You
Right.
guys look great. Everything is good. How you guys are doing through this whole epidemic thing?
Man,
Well, we making it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
it's
a lot
We
of
trying to
people. A
make
lot
it.
of
We
people.
trying to make it.
I know it's a lot of people are having some challenges. With the especially with our industry, since we are all self-employed, it makes it very difficult to try to fathom the storm. But this also, and I hope this is a wake up call for a lot of people, is to always prepare yourself because we never know exactly what's going to happen. Um, I tell people all the time, and for those who go to church every week and they do their tithes and offering and you pay 10% to the church, you need to pay 10% into yourself too. So pay into yourself so you can have that as a cushion, so when we get into situations like this, um, it wouldn't feel so heavy. It's already heavy because they're taking our creative tasks that we do every day and helping with the beauty industry and loving the things that we do, making people beautiful and love for us to create. So that is taken from us on a daily basis. But thankful we can still tap into that right at our houses, whether it be a Gloria head or whatever the case may be. But the bottom line is like this, everybody want to make money. Everybody want to make some money and keep their lifestyle the way it's supposed to be. But hopefully, this is a wake up call for people to really prepare themselves down the road because just like this, we don't know what's going to happen.
mm-hmm.
When can we go back to work? How
Yeah.
long is it going to be? When is it going to be a vaccine? It may never be a vaccine.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
Yeah, we talked about
this
this
is
the other day, talking about how we all need other streams of income, and I think
yes,
this has really caught a lot of people just off guard, and
yeah,
especially in the hair industry, because a lot of us we don't think business when it comes down to what we do. We don't think of this as being a career, as you have your disability, you have your savings, you have your money put away for hard times. We don't think that way. We think about it as fast money, quick, fast money.
right.
Don't look
Hmm.
long term.
Hmm.
Before we
Hmm.
move forward, I want to bring in Raymond. He's back with us. Raymond.
Hey,
And then who else is here? I'm trying to see. Okay, so I think it's just
I
Raymond.
think Todd and Derek are trying to get in.
Hi, Raymond. How
hey,
are
how
you?
I'm doing good. Happy to be a part of this Ito broadcast. Meet some new people, brother Terry Hunt, and again to be around some masterclass sisters that are actually making some change here locally in Sacramento. So it's always a pleasure, to be in good company.
Welcome. We can't do this without you. You are a staple out here in Sacramento. So we love you. We salute you. And we thank you for being a part of what we have going on. Now we have Tanya Thompson, my sister.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Introduce yourself, Tanya.
I am Tanya Thompson. I am co-owner of Dream Girls Hair Imports, and we have the 2 salons, and then I'm also part owner of Mixed Cosmetology School. That's with Shari.
Nice.
So that's my big sister, y'all.
Y'all
Nice
got the
to
same
meet you
smile,
all.
I can tell.
We got the same
You
smile.
have the same smile. That smile is infectious.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a play
you.
cousin.
Thank
Y'all hear me? I'm a play cousin.
You got your own.
Hey, Tanya.
You're doing good.
Man, Tanya. Okay, first of all, Raymond, let's get back to you. How is this whole thing affecting you and the people that you know in your salon? Like this whole stay at home, not being able to work. How is this really affecting your area?
So it's affecting me because one, I had to reorganize how my approach to my clients. First of all, when this whole thing hit, I was the first priority was to get a message to my clients to let them know what was happening. And what I did was just sent the mass text to them and just said, hey, some things are changing. I'll be reaching out to you soon once I get more information. But I did tell them that business as usual was going to change. And then the second thing is it was, my conversation with my wife. Things are, are you going to go work? Or, if you're going to work, what does that look like? I don't want you to bring that home. And then, I work in a shop with individuals who this is their only income. And so one of the things, especially men, we don't talk about is our mental health. Mm-hmm. And there's a little bit of depression, but again, I think we have a way of covering it up, and the conversations, that come off, you can kind of see, we're all worried about it. We talk about it. Is it a hoax? Is it real? So it's affected us mentally. Of course, the financial effect is broad across the board. I think the anger is that we don't have access to capital like a lot of other industries who are similar to ours. One of the reasons why is I think, especially with Black people, is there's really no coalitions to guide us through. We're lucky to be here in Sacramento to have the BSBA, who is, kind of taking the step and kind of molding us into this unit that we need to be going forward. I heard Terry talk about this earlier about, taking from this lesson what we're going to need, because the business is not going to look the same, moving forward. So
yeah, absolutely. We're going to introduce the BSBA too. Man, they have been such a support for us. So I want to get them on in a second. Yeah. But Tanya, how is this affecting you guys down in LA as well? I know you're in Culver City and you have a salon full of girls that it's not having no type of income. How is this affecting you?
Well, no, it really is affecting us because, like you said, this is their only stream of income. And what we try to do in our salon is try to teach our people other streams of income for situations like this. But at this point, a lot of them don't have other streams, and they are crying out, trying to figure out what they can do. They've applied for some of the loans and things like that, but we got kicked out of one of the other ones, Shari, as you know. So small businesses and even smaller businesses aren't getting the what they need, and most of them aren't getting. I think they get like with $1,200 stimulus. Some of them did receive that, but it's not enough for them to survive on. Everyone knows the rents and mortgages out here in Los Angeles are no joke. So that's a little
tell me about it.
Iceberg. That's like a little play money for them, groceries or something. So yeah, we are trying to figure this out, and what we're doing right now is we've been taking appointments for the future. So people, we normally take deposits for our services. So people have been sending in deposits, and I still try to pay like some of my people, just for answering phone calls and kind of coordinating the appointments and things like that, keeping them with some type of income as I bring in, what I bring in. So it is very, very, very hard. And we don't see an end to this. I know they said the 15th would be the date, but I see this moving well into the summer.
Yeah. And that's why we want to bring in the BSBA. When I tell you guys that they have been Lorene herself, her and her sister is amazing. But when all this stuff happened to me back in with the racism stuff, when I tell you that Selena, your sister stepped in.
I know she did.
She fought with me to the very end. And so just like I was in a crisis then, we're in a crisis now, and you guys are right here again, and I just want to thank you guys for everything that you guys are doing for us. And just tell us more about you guys.
I'm going to tell you a little bit, and then I'm going to let Lorene sum it all up. Yes. So the BSBA, the Black Small Business Association of California, is really a resource, up-to-date information, one-stop shop. We're looking at legislation that impacts our businesses, Black businesses, and just trying to see like how we can make an impact so that we're not affected as much as we could be. So right now with the Small Business Association and their loans, and then with the state of California having some small business loans, and then the city of Sacramento had an emergency loan, we want to make sure that our businesses, Black businesses, get access to those loans, and that we're creating sustainable partnerships with the city and the state so that when things happen, we're able to go there. And then on the other side of it, we want to make sure that our small businesses have the support that they need to be able to qualify for these loans. So, we're not just waiting or not taking advantage of the fact that these loans are out there. So that's part of what we do. I'll let Lorene sum up the rest of it.
Okay.
So as you know about me, hi, how you doing? So what I can say about me is in my contribution to BSBA, one, I understand and I believe that we have to get self-interested. Nothing is going to happen while we're focusing on everybody else. As Black people, traditionally, we want to take care of everybody, but most times that leaves us out of the equation. So I'm about bringing that self-interest to BSBA. Additionally, with myself and Terrence, we believe in helping businesses get to where they need to be. So whether that's with their social media platforms, whether that's tutoring on the StreamYard platform, or whatever and however we can be of help to the Black businesses that are out there that need to increase their visibility, we're trying to do that as well. So we're just here to support Black folks, period, point blank. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm never going to sugarcoat it. We're here for you and you alone. So we'll say that.
And when I tell you guys this, you guys need to go over to their website and sign up now. When I tell you that if you guys been following me and Stephanie and Tavia and Dee, we've been trying to be able to stream like this. And I think last week, Stephanie had the phone up with me and Dee on FaceTime while they was on live. And so trying to social distance, but at the same time get the information out to you guys. They was on the phone for 4 hours with us. Set up
4.5. It was 4.5. Sorry,
4.5 hours to help us set up this whole platform. Raymond was on there too. He was hanging out. I mean, you guys did everything. So I just want to thank you guys. You guys need to get over, sign up. They are truly here to help us. They are here to help us and be a voice. Sign up. I want to bring Dee in now. Where's Derek? He said he's here. And then at some point, I want to just bring everybody back in, huh? Tavia is here too.
Perfect.
Tavia and
if you guys, when I tell you the Black Business Association, they got the ETO together, honey. They got all of our social media platforms together, and they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. So you guys please, please, please step up and support. This is an entity that is definitely needed. So help us to help you because they're helping us to help you.
Absolutely. So we have our other members, our partners. We have Derek and Tavia. What's up, Dee and Tavia?
Hey.
How late for the party?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Dee, can you hear us? Derek? Hello? Okay, let's take them off until we figure it out. And then bring back on Terry and Raymond. Tavi, can you hear us? Okay, so I'm not sure what's
okay. Yeah, I see everybody.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Derek and Tavia. But listen, you guys, we're going to talk about how do we come back to work? Like, how do we get back into the salon? How do we get back to, doing what we love and also protecting our client
and ourselves?
Well, yeah.
What do you think, Terry?
Well, the first thing for me is that I'm not going nowhere until this coast is clear. Period. I'm just gonna be real. I'm more important than anybody else to me because I gotta look out for me. Because if I'm not standing, no one else is standing. So I got to make sure I take out for myself. As far as getting back to work, I know I was talking to Stephanie about this, and they were saying that June 1st was a possibility that people can go back to work. A lot of people are in different situations, so it's a case by case scenario. So I know we're trying to put everybody, we're all in the same boat, riding the same boat, but it's gonna be some people walking off the boat a little bit more cautiously, and it's gonna be some people still left in that boat when people are outside. So you got to look at it like this: for those stylists who are just starting off, who are starting their income, who don't have enough income to take care of themselves afterwards. Like I was telling when Raymond just mentioned, I said, hopefully this takes a look at everybody's and just said we can save some money. We need to learn how Black folks don't know how to save. I'm just calling it what it is. We don't know how to save. We can spend up a lot of money from the heels to the hair to the dresses to the party to the house. We can do all that, but ain't got nothing in savings, nothing in stock, nothing in an IRA account. Nothing, none of those.
No piece of property.
Now, no piece of property or nothing. But the good thing about it is that you need to try to get it like the BSBA, those Black business things like. And I need for you to tell me what's the website, because you never said the website for the BS. Is it BSBA.com?
I'm good at right now for you. Yeah, it's the BSBA. Let me get the website for you.
It's BSBA-ca.org.
It's on the screen.
Okay.
It's on the screen.
Perfect.
And also, you guys follow them on Instagram and also on Facebook, because they're going to be our voice. They're going to be the ones that kind of try to help us figure out a safe way to get back to work, and so they can approach the government and the mayors, and they're going to be on the front line of this for us. So I need you guys to follow them and really let's support them.
Yeah. And one thing that was my saving grace through a lot of this is that I thought about myself as I moved through this business for the last it's been like 31, 32 years now since I've been doing hair. I had to think about like, okay, dude, you're getting older. Your clients are not going to take care of you. Mm-hmm. If I get in a bind, I can't go to them to get what I need to get. You got some of those clients that will take care of you if they have to. But I had to get myself back into television and film. So because I got back into television and film, that caused me to be on a W-2 and all that, taxes being taken out, this has been taken out. So now I'm in this position so I can file for unemployment and get money that way. We have another whole other thing that we can get money to do this. So organizations that people can tap into or get involved with as another source of income, like we said. We're supposed to have several sources of income, but that takes time for you to build up your portfolio of those incomes. I know a lot of hairstylists that are real estate agents. I know a lot of hairstylists that do lip and all those things on the side. That's just extra money for them. So take that extra money, at least 80% of the extra money. If you really don't need it, you don't really need those pair of shoes, you don't need all that, put it in the bank. Just put it in an IRA account, something that's going to draw interest off some money to make you some money, and just leave it alone. Buy you some stock. Stock is getting ready to be really low. Watch it. Stock is getting ready to be low.
Yes.
So buy you some. I just bought some Delta stock the other day. It's only $21. But the high of Delta has been $83. Just let that sit. None of us don't look like we're ready for retirement anyway. Hopefully not. Y'all all look good. Y'all all look good unless there's makeup and lights. I don't know.
Thank you, Terry. So do you.
Yeah, thank you. So, I'm just saying, it's like, we need to be mindful. We need to be more business minded. We don't take this as a business. And just like you were saying, Sherry, people just look at this as fast money, quick money, blah, 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 blah. It's almost like not putting us in the same scenario. It's almost being like a drug dealer.
Yep.
Fast money, quick.
Yes.
So if you're making that fast money, then what you gonna do with it? Just go burn it?
Yep.
You're gonna burn a hole into it?
They don't want to have a bank account. They don't want to pay taxes. They can't buy anything but a car, and that's the mindset that we're trying to change at our school at Mixed Institute of Cosmetology.
Right.
Students that you need to have disability. Now, I'm thankful that my sister Tanya, she taught me at a very young age about investing, about making sure you have insurance, life insurance, disability, and we got to change the mindset overall. And this is what the Beauty Ito is all about, is really reaching out to other hairstylists to change their mindset. So when something like this happen again, then we are better prepared. And we're speaking as a whole. You understand?
Exactly. I hear you.
Because I'm okay, you're okay, we're all okay financially, but a lot of people in our industry is not okay. So how can we prepare them moving forward?
Right.
Well, the bottom line is that to make sure, and you're already doing a very good thing in the first place, and you making sure that you're all together. Yes. You're making sure that you are together. So guess what? You have to be prime examples of the ones who are coming behind you, are the ones who you can tell. Listen, you can plant the seed. You guys just have to watch it grow. Some people are not going to grow.
Yes.
They're going to be who they are, and then when they get into a bind, then they go think back. Damn, I wish I could have. Okay. Now you see all this is going on right now. So what you're doing, this platform you got going, I think is great for a lot of stylists to be actually watching this and getting some valuable information, so they can say, oh, well, Sharon, they got their stuff together. Steph got their stuff together. I need to get my stuff together. And if you compare at your school, if you take an average worker and take a hairstylist being self-employed, and you line the things up side by side simultaneously of what a worker pays out and what a hairstylist don't pay out, it's the same thing. We got to be responsible for health. We got to be responsible for our taxes. We got to be responsible to paying unemployment. We got to be responsible to paying to Social Security, because guess what? If you don't pay in Social Security, guess what? When you get a Social Security age, you don't get no money.
Yeah.
So you got to teach them that you're just investing in yourself for the long haul, for your older age. You're just paying it for yourself now. This is a savings account. Your unemployment insurance, your Social Security, your IRA, and all that. It's just a savings account for you when you get older, so you won't have any problems.
Exactly, and that's the things that we're going to be teaching and hopefully bringing more people that's more experienced in those areas to teach all of us how to invest and what to look for and what to do. Hey, I want to bring on Tavia and Derek. They're our partners. Are you guys live now? Can we hear you?
Yes.
Can
you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you guys.
Yes. Hey, everyone.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, beautiful people.
Tavia, introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Tavia Jenkins, and I'm from Sacramento, California. I am the owner and operator of Double Take Hair Gallery. I've been in this business for over 20 years. And I'm here for all of the action that's going on right now and just coming together in unity. This is absolutely beautiful. So I'm excited about it and I'm ready for the talk.
Oh, we love you. Come on, Dee.
My name is Derek Dennis, and I'm here at Double Take Tavia Salon. We've been partners, best friends for a long time, and I'm just ready to create change. I'm happy to be a part of this team. I'm grateful that we are the pioneers of this to really start getting some traction on health and wealth and what that looks like now. So I'm grateful and thank you guys for participating.
Amen. And then we also have Nikisa from Atlanta.
Yes, you guys.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, Nate, your mic.
Nate, I can't hear you. Okay, so we got to get Nikisa's mic together. So
that's okay. Is she?
So guys, so we had such an in-depth conversation today. We had so many topics and so many things, and it got real and it got serious. And I had a conversation with Terry, and it got real. I'm on the phone with Terry, and then I'm on live with y'all. And man, where do we go? So we're thinking, like, what does this look like to open back up? How is this? I know the BSBA wants to know how this is really affecting us, and what does this change look like, and where do we go from here?
I think from,
like what does it look like to open up?
I think one of the smart things to do would be to study Atlanta, places like Atlanta or Georgia and Texas, states where there are a lot of similar type businesses. And I think if we study those, we'll figure out one of the things, or figure out some things that maybe we shouldn't be doing, that maybe we can improve on, or learn some things about some of the changes that they're using in states like that. You know, that's one of the things that I know that governments are going to do. They're going to look at those states and say, okay, they opened up, they had a few cases of COVID, and let's watch them and monitor them and see what happens. And I think that we have to take that same approach and develop ways to protect our clients when we get back in the shop, however that looks. And I think that once we do that, I think we'll be able to develop. We definitely want to share the information, but I think that one of the things we have to do as a group is study other states that are already going back in post-COVID.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I can tell you this. I feel, number one, Atlanta does not need to open up right now, period. When your cases are going up, you don't open up. And I told my friends who are hairstylists out there, don't fall for the okie doke. Yeah. I'm telling you, if we're being number one, being killed on this, don't fall for it. Stay away. I mean, and like I was telling Stephanie, as far as if June 1st comes back, open up, I told her as far as clients coming to the salon, doing them one at a time. You have a mask on, they have a mask on, you have on gloves, and you give them a pair of gloves. So the only way you go operate inside the salon is that your skin is not going to touch anything on here. Now, if your skin touches the chair, we just wipe the chairs down and the bowls down. But the only way I can see us actually going back in and doing something like that, people really have to go, is make sure your client have on gloves, you have on gloves, you both have on masks.
Yeah, and I just saw Tasha from Atlanta. She just said, facts. You are so true. They don't need to be open. And then, right. Are you ready, Nikisa?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so she's from Atlanta.
Yes.
And so you can talk firsthand about what's going on out there in Atlanta. Go ahead and introduce yourself, beautiful.
Okay, so hello everybody. So my name is Nikisa, and I am of Nikisa's. Hello. I'm of Nikisa's Natural Radiance Hair Salon. We are a full service hair salon, and we also have a product line, and we teach as well. So what's happened, of course, I'm sure you've heard our governor has lifted the
Lost
mandate
his mind. Go
pretty
ahead.
much. Pretty much. He on Monday released a statement stating that we are free to open on Friday. So that was just a whole lot because number one, our intentional date was May 13th. So there are things that need to be prepared before we can actually start up and running, a business that we don't practice social distancing.
Mm-hmm.
So I chose not to open, but myself and several other professional stylists in the area, we all are standing together and choosing not to open and exactly getting what we need so that we can be safe and so that our clients can be safe. So I do like the fact that this has brought a lot of stylists together to have real conversations. I like what you're doing, Sherry, Todd, Dennis, Stephanie, bringing real conversations and real solutions so we can go forward and come out of this stronger, come out of this, at a stronger position than we were.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
what?
when,
Go ahead.
go ahead, baby.
Go ahead, Terry.
So when you Nikisa, so are you guys open now?
No, we're not open.
So when are you guys? When are you going to open? Are you going to open?
I am looking. My intentional date was June.
We don't have a date here in California.
I heard.
No, we don't.
So
No,
we don't
have a date at all.
You guys say that. I didn't know that. So our date was supposed to be the 24th. My intentions were to open on June 1st. So when we got mandated and shut down, and they said May 13th, I said that we would open on the 1st of June. So now since this is happening, I'm looking probably at a May 20th. And if we do May 20th, it's going to be a slow one client at a time. Like we're going to have different policies and procedures, pricing, just different things that we're going to have to implement because we can't see the amount of clients that we are usually able to see. Clients want to feel safe. They are watching the news. They want to feel safe. So the whole way that we practice, to me, is going to be totally different.
So do you think you're going to have to go up on pricing? You're going to go up on the pricing in order to accommodate less people at a time?
Probably so. As part of the procedure, as part of the exclusivity that we're going to assure that we are offering you, so that you know that when you come here, there's not several people here or the clients. We have properly screened the clients. We're going to have to do that at least. I don't know how long, but we're going to have to do that.
So based upon your clientele base, how do you know how many people are still working who are not, to be able to, your clients to be able to afford that extra charge?
Yes.
Who may have kids, they have to just take this small unemployment check to make sure they pay their essential bills. And because the bottom line is that we're not considered essential. So we're considered just beauty, just to keep up. Anybody can shampoo and condition their hair at the house and call it a day, but they want to look good. My thing is like this: if you ain't going to work, you don't need your hair done. I know it's therapeutic because it does make you feel better. I get that. But in these times, you got a lot of clients that are not working. You got over 24 million people who have filed unemployment. And I'm like, when you open up these businesses, what makes you think that you're going to have the clientele you had before? People probably can't just afford it.
And
that's the risk. I guess that's the risk.
I know for myself, I know for Stephanie too, and Tav out here in Sacramento, and my sister, they are texting me like crazy, begging for us to come in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think people are ready. I mean, I know that it didn't hit the economy, but I think people are ready to get back in the salon. But Nikisa, what shocked me is that you're not ready. Even though
let me answer this question. So what I have done is contacted all of my clients. I know who's working and who's not. The majority of my clients are still working. They're fortunate to be working at home. As soon as they heard the governor state his mission or what have you, they immediately were calling. So anyway, that's a whole different structure that we are looking to implement anyway with the salon, because even though they want to come in, they're still asking, how are things going? When I made this statement on Facebook or on Instagram, I made a statement that, the governor did announce that we need to, that we're going to open, but I took the stance that we were not going to open. So many of my clients responded, thank you, because they want to feel safe. That's just the whole thing. Yes, they're in a rush to get their hair done, but they want to be safe. They think it was too soon to come back. So that was something. So I was not prepared, Sherry, to open on Friday. I'm not comfortable to open on Friday because number one, there's going to be, like he was mentioning, I don't see his name on here, the gentleman, but Terry, I came in on Terry saying something about masks and gloves and wiping down. A lot of supplies are not in stock. You know, a lot of the N95 masks, the things that we would need to actually practice, like frontline medical professionals are practicing. That is how we're going to have to practice. So I wasn't prepared with any of those things, you know, to just go in haphazardly with nothing on, nothing for the client. So yeah, we weren't ready. We're not ready.
Yeah.
We'll be ready.
So with that being said, the SBA, the Small Business Association, they get my phone. They have a link to where they're working so well with us that they have a hookup on N95 masks, and we're trying to get together as a group of us to possibly purchase those masks so we can have enough for our salons. Is that something that can help you?
Definitely. I know what we were offering. We want to have, of course, masks for ourselves, but we were telling the client they need to bring their own masks because now, even at this time, having an additional expense, you know, everyone should have their own mask by now.
Well, in California, it's pretty much
they could purchase their mask.
Yeah, in California, it's pretty much I know in LA, you have to have a mask even walking outside. So exactly. I think the mask is going to be something that our clients, well, we all should have, period. If we're going outside, if grocery shopping, whatever. Derek, D, how do you think, what do you think reopening, what do you think it looks like?
I think that reopening, like, first of all, I agree with, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with Terry. I think that number one, because it's like, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else, right? So you do have to be first priority in this whole fight. So you have to be proactive in number one, making sure that you protect yourself as well as you can from the virus. You know what I mean? And then when you do decide that you want to come back, which I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what date that looks like for me because I'm already a germaphobe already, you know, so for me, it's really testy. I don't feel like going back anytime soon is feasible for me. You know what I mean? Even though my pockets feel it, my health doesn't, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just think that if you do decide to come back, being cautious of the amount of clientele that you do bring into your salon. Like Nay said, I can't even find bleach nor toilet paper because if you do find it, you got to get up early in the morning, and then the seniors have first priority on it. So unless you have a Costco card, you know, even then it's difficult because you put yourself at risk because of the lines and the long people that's in the line. So it's just the domino effect. So you just have to have your strategy and your plan together individually to make sure that your salon opens effectively and healthy. So I don't know what that looks like, but for me, it doesn't look like anything anytime soon because I'm not going to risk my health for anybody because I want to be around to see my children and I want to be around to be able to still do what I love, hair, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm not that back, even though I financially, thank God for my product line, but still that's not like working behind the chair. So at the end of the day, everyone's feeling it. So it's like, but our health, we just got to be, first of all, proactive, you know, with that and protecting our clients too, because it'll be dumb. And like the lady in Stanislaus County, she was on Channel 13 and she had like tons of clients, other people's clients who, you know, they wanted their done and they're not actually enforcing her. Like she said, if the sheriff comes, they're not going to shut her down. They will educate her, give her a pamphlet and tell her that, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. But they're not enforcing shutting salons down, even in Stanislaus County. So, you know, I just don't. I don't know what it really
Was
looks
she
like
black?
at this point. You know, she was white.
Okay.
Mhm.
So with that being said,
Right.
we need to be careful. I know they saying they're not trying to enforce nothing, but I think if one of us end up opening up, especially me on Elk Grove Boulevard, I would be the first one to get the fine, if not the hand clap.
Absolutely, because they
But-
already messed with you before.
I know I'm gonna get fined. I'm in good old elderly Trump Nation where my salon is, so I know they're waiting to call.
I don't think they're part. I mean, I don't know the situation. I don't know the situation you guys up there with the of course the black versus white up there and things like that. I don't really think they will give you a fine. I think they will actually give you a warning first, and to let you know what's going on. By law, this is what's going on. They're supposed to just give you a warning if that's the case. If you're open without not supposed to be open, and then if you keep going on, Gavin Newsom, the governor, already said if he find anyone that is using water that is not supposed to be at and it's not essential business, he's already informed DWP to turn the water off.
Oh, wow.
So he's turning water off at the salons. So I tell people, I say, you can sneak and do it all you want, but they see a raise in meter of water being used in your business, they're turning the waters off.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, let's
turn the water off.
too. The mask that they have is surgical grade mask.
Yes.
But let's bring in
People are also using thermometers. I remember I went to get before all this happened. I went somewhere for services, and they just put it on your forehead. They wipe it off, put it on your forehead just to check temperatures and things like that too. So that's another means of precaution when going in. But
and then also,
back really quickly to I know you guys talked about EDD, but I don't think we had talked about that. I'm sure you guys all know, but on the 28th, everyone can apply for unemployment, right?
Yes, we're
right, for self-employment. Yes.
All right.
Tavia, your thing is muted. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, Tavia, we can't hear you, baby. Unmute your.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 Okay, absolutely. Yes.
You look cute.
Also,
thank you.
Not only
You looking all like.
Not only do they have masks for us, but they also have access to thermometers. So you guys connect with them ASAP.
And also understand this, guys, is that those masks, you're going to have you got an extra cost coming up big time. And your extra cost is all your disinfectants. Your extra cost is your mask. Your extra cost is gloves. You're going to be buying more gloves and more masks because you can't use those masks every day.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't come back in and use it for a week. You use it for the day and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I'm gonna have to go answer my door real quick. I'll be right back. Hey guys. Sorry.
That's probably Amazon Prime. She got stuff being delivered. No, but you got to realize we got to continue to educate people to let them know that that's just not a mask you have in there that you got to wear every day. You can't wear that N95 every day. It's for one day.
Yeah.
So if you're working 5 days a week, you kind of do the math. That's 20 masks right there.
Yeah.
For the month. And I don't know how many come in a box, but
Well, we have access to all that in the large. So let's bring back on the BSBA to talk about some of the things they're trying to put in place for us and how they are prepared to help us moving forward.
Sure.
Yes, Lorraine.
So just popping in really quick. So we do have access to a manufacturer where they have gloves, the disposable surgical grade masks, and the no-touch thermometer for the foreheads. So we're trying to figure out how we can best provide these things to our salons and our barbershops to make sure that when we are able to open, that those things are in place.
Awesome. And how can they get in contact with you guys again? Can we?
Yeah, so they can reach us. We're here on Facebook, BSBA-CA. We are on, of course, we have a website, www.bsba-ca.org, and we're on Instagram, BSBA_CA. So we're around and we want to help. So just let us help you.
Free, right?
What's that? The membership is
The
free?
membership is free.
Yes, I was about to say, girl, not the mask. The mask ain't free.
The membership to become a member.
Yeah, to become a member at this time is absolutely free. So please sign up so we can help get you all the PPE you need to make sure yourselves are protected as well as your clientele.
Awesome. So you guys, we talked a little bit about how this COVID-19 is affecting us financially, about going back to work. But I want to bring Dee back in. How is this really affecting a lot of us mentally? Derek?
Yes, because Derek was definitely our mental advocate. You guys there?
Let's bring Tavia back in. We got to unmute you. D. Derek?
Huh? Can you hear me?
We was talking. Yeah, I was saying that, we talked a lot about how we want to get back to work and how this is affecting us financially. But how do you think this is affecting people mentally? Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear that last part. How long do you think?
Mentally.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is up. Suicide is up.
Well, I think that it's actually at a high rate. You just hear it on the news. You hear stories if you're still connected with people through the phone and through text, you hear the divorce rate going up, or people may not be able to go through the process, but leaving the home and going with their other people in their families. You hear people. I do a lot of CPS workers. They tell me that that's going up as far as the amount of kids that have been abused, you know what I mean, and how many calls that they're getting, because everybody is compacted in the home and on top of each other. So, so I just think, far as mental illness, it's but it's almost like being an alcoholic. Once you have done it and you go through AA and all that type of stuff, you are considered an alcoholic. You still have it just under control. So I've suffered with depression in the past. So I'm not on any medication. I think that I've got myself together. I've always been use God as my foundation, but sometimes you need something tangible. Sometimes for just people that don't have the depth of belief that I may have. Some people just need something tangible, and that's like movement, being out, being able to exercise the mind in different ways, whether it be the gym, which is closed. That was my outlet. That was like my second home. That's frustrating, but because outside you only could do so many activities as far as exercising, nothing compares to the gym. You also can't do the certain, if you're not essential, you can't do the craft that you love. So they always tell you, your counselor would tell you, you need to find something that you love to do. And if that's been taken away from you, then what outlet do you have? You know what I mean? So you start to, mental illness is just the replaying in your mind, just the over and over and over and over things that you cannot fix, things that you may have regret on, and they tend to build up, which some people make cause them to blow up, and that's where the panic attacks and things like that come from. So it's just like being able to just find different outlets, and that's very difficult now because you only could watch so much TV, you only could be on your iPad for so long, you only could talk to a person on the phone for so long, you only could sit in the house for so long. You just want to get back to your normal life and the thing that sustained you from losing your mind before this pandemic happened. So I just feel like if you need to talk to somebody, if you at a level 8, you know what I'm saying? You really do need to talk to somebody, because suicide is real. And I'm not the type of person who say that people who commit suicide are weak, because you're not in that person's mind. You don't know their life. You don't know the childhood that they may have had. Could it be selfish? Yes, it is. But that's your opinion on their lifestyle or the decision that they choose to have made on their own life. Mm-hmm. So you just can't put judgment or think that, because you don't suffer with it, that about it, So right now it's really, really a sensitive time for people with anxiety, ADHD, ADD, bipolar depression, all those mental illnesses that Black people suffer with and don't talk about.
Yeah, exactly. We don't talk about it, and we're taught not to talk about it,
Yeah.
And our future shows, we're actually going to dedicate a show just for that and actually bring on some doctors who specialize in it. So Dee, I thank you for being so transparent with that. We wanted to talk about, people had questions regarding the BSBA coordinating the mask for us. It's at 59 cents and we have to do a minimum of 5,000. So listen, we could all come together and order these masks. We could all come together and order gloves. We could come together and get the things that we need to have to somebody's echoing. We can get the things that we need, come together to purchase it, so we can reopen safely. Okay. I also want to talk about on Tuesday, you guys. This coming Tuesday, we as independent contractors, self-employed, and also business owners, we can now apply for unemployment. Okay.
PUA. Yeah, it's called the PUA. The PUA. PUA.
Yeah, go ahead and say a little. You can talk about it, Steph.
Well, that's for the independent contractors. I know the first one. I know Todd is very in depth. Is Todd still here? Is Todd still on? No. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We have to bring Tavia on. Okay. Hey, Todd.
Yeah. So.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So what were we?
So we were discussing the PUA, Todd, and I know you have so much information about that.
Okay. Yes. So for those of you watching, the pandemic unemployment assistance program is on the 28th. Do not fail to apply. It's very important. There is money out there for us, and we just have to go on there on the 28th. And there's different phases to it. There's phase 1, there's phase 2, and there's phase 3. And so you could get a nice amount of money. You just have to apply. And this is specifically for us, for gig workers, for independent contractors, salon owners. So it's very important that we tap into the resources that are there for us and provided for us. I mean, why not? So I urge anyone, it's for everyone. So there is no pride. We need to go and just apply for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Terry, did you have a comment?
No, I'm listening. I'm just listening to everything. I was just asking some questions to Lauren, and she's answering me some questions, or just contacting with her to make sure we get some things across.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like this.
Is anyone on here prepared to go to apply for the pandemic? Or are you utilizing any of the resources?
Oh, absolutely. I'm applying. I'm going to apply on Tuesday.
I've already applied for EDD because I work in television and film. So I have cast and crew. So we applied for unemployment in March.
So are you also eligible as an independent contractor as well to get both?
I would say I would be, but I really don't practice being a self-employed person anymore. I just go straight by the books and do it that way.
Okay.
But I have a lot of friends that are still in the salon, so I've actually passed that information over to them to let them know that there is some money out there. I mean, also, I know there's also other companies that are setting up funds. I don't care what. Listen, money is money. I don't care where it comes from. Like you can check with the Professional Business Association. PBA is also giving away money, so you got to tell people to check into that as well. We need to learn how to join as many organizations as we can, in this business, so we don't feel like we're just inside a bubble. Sometimes we have to go outside, so we can we do like I was talking to Lauren, and she was telling me that, and you just mentioned it, Sherry, that the gloves, you have a minimum of 5,000 gloves, which will cost you about $3,000, pretty much close to it. So you got to look at how many people can all get together to purchase these gloves for their businesses. Then you're going to have, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm just hearing what Stylist said. Well, I don't need that many gloves, so I don't want to pay that much. So you're going to have that. You're going to have a tug of war with that. Or I need more. Why does she have more? And, you're going to have that situation going on. So you got to really, we need to.
The ones that are for you.
Yeah, you can always look at the, go ahead.
No. What you just say, Steph? Sherry.
I was saying that's why you get the group of the ones that want to work together like that,
Yes.
and we build on that because it's better. Derek always uses this analogy. We could do great individually, but once we come together and create that fist, we're unstoppable.
Of course,
Derek always tells us that. So that's when we rally together and get like the Ito and you and let's get in and show them that this is done. Because we're gonna make it. We figuring out ways that we can make it. So you gonna either get on the boat or gonna get rolled over.
And not just that, also with being an owner of a salon and being self-employed, you guys know y'all could put yourself on payroll. You know, you guys, it's so many different things that we can do, and that's what this platform is for. We're going to talk about people, and Tanya can talk a little bit more. We just put ourselves on payroll, and yeah, we're going to have to pay taxes on it. But if anything ever happened, we can file for disability. We can file for
unemployment, all of that.
Exactly, but people started like they're putting yourself on payroll. Then you got to do the first step. First, you got to get incorporated. You can't put yourself on payroll unless you got incorporated. You have a corporation to be on a payroll service.
You just need to have. Tanya, go ahead and talk about that. You don't need to be incorporated to put yourself on payroll.
You can be sole proprietorship to be
that's still okay. Well, they gotta do it that way.
Yeah,
you gotta have a business. You have to have a business.
Exactly.
You have to have a business to be incorporated. You have to have a business to be on payroll. So you don't have to be incorporated, but understand.
Even like some of the people in our salon, like Tiffany goes under hair work. She has an LLC.
So gosh, this hour has gone by like super quick. We are at 56 minutes.
Yeah, we got 4 more minutes. We're gonna let Tanya finish her thought, and then we're gonna sign off, you guys. Tanya, we got 4 minutes. We got.
I thought we wanted to do something fun too, right? We have fun ideas.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tanya.
Tanya. Say what you're gonna say.
No, it's just real quick. Just kind of piggybacking on what Shari said. Make sure you put yourself on payroll, get your LLC, pay into that. That even helps you with you being able to buy property and all these other things. It's time for us to set ourselves up for the future. And like you said earlier, not act as if we just have cash. That's one of the biggest things. You can't taking cash and spending it like it's no big deal. I take all my money and I put it right into real estate.
Yeah. So, we're gonna have a conversation again about this, you guys, and now hopefully we can come back. We want to do this again on Wednesday, hopefully, and we're gonna really go into depth with this. But I know, Tanya, so we're gonna talk about this, Tanya. I think this is important. Tavia wants to do something really fun, real fast.
Okay.
I know we have 3 minutes. Tavia, go ahead and what do you want to do? You and Stephanie.
Okay. Oh no, I totally was thinking that we were all going to be together. So I mean, not together like that. I meant more so in sync with what we were going to do.
Okay. It's okay. Listen, we can plan that for Wednesday when we come back together.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and just have everybody. How can we find you, Tanya?
I'm on Instagram at Hair by Tanya.
Okay, Terry.
NYA.
I'm at Hair Hunt, HAIRHUNT, and the cast of LA Hair, original cast of LA Hair, is going to go live this Wednesday on YouTube. So make sure you guys don't miss it. It's going to be crazy.
Okay, awesome. Nikisa.
Where did Nikisa go?
Oh, there she go.
There she is.
Yes, I'm back. So yes, you can find me on Instagram at I am Nikisa. That's spelled Nekesa. So that's I am Nikisa, and you can also find me on Nikisa Natural Radiance on Instagram.
Thank you. And Raymond, where's Raymond? Did Raymond? Okay. And then I am Shari Wilson. You can find me at I am Shari Wilson. But Tavia and Derek and Stephanie, go ahead and sign off, say something so we can. We got 1 minute.
Unmute yourself,
so
Derek.
If you have questions, inbox them. Oh, yes. If you have questions, inbox us your questions so we can answer on Wednesday. Stephanie has to write Exquisite New Beauty, and we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Yes,
sounds good.
And I'm Tavia Jenkins on Instagram and Facebook, and Double Take Hair Gallery is our page on our Facebook and Instagram. And we can sign off with a little song.
Go ahead.
Are you gonna sing, baby?
Raymond too.
No, I'm not a singer like that. It's just a little 1-2
Oh, I
number.
thought you give.
Derek,
I thought
you,
you were ready to
oh,
go.
Derek
got
didn't know.
34 seconds, child.
Okay, Derek, tell us where you can find you. Derek Dennis, really quick.
At Hair Hustler on Instagram and Derek Dennis on Facebook. I'll see y'all there.
Okay. Shana nana, shana nana. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
All I need is some curtains right now. These curtains are gonna.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning
You did your thing, baby.
Bye, guys.
You guys take care. You guys be safe.
Thank you,
And
Terry.
also,
Thank you.
I want to tell you this, guys. My client told me that watch out because this summer, just get yourself prepared. Housing market is scheduled to drop 20%. So that's a lot. That's lower than it was in 2008. So however you need to prepare yourself for that, save your money because it's gonna be a lot of buys up. Get the money.
Yes.
I'm gonna become Jewish this year.
Yeah, Tanya is a real estate agent in LA.
I'm becoming. I had 3 buildings already. I'm gonna become Jewish this year.
Make sure you keep your credit right.
My credit is
straight. I
got one credit card, and guess what? It's paid off. I don't have all that.
Yeah.
I have no shackles on these hands. Got rid of all that. I learned my lesson.
We'll have you back on so we can discuss this and buying property, and maybe you and Tanya can. I mean, we want to bring you guys back. I know we only had an hour, but we definitely want to bring you guys back. We have so much more to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Just keep me informed, guys. Good seeing you guys. You guys look great. You guys don't look like y'all suffering. I love it. Derek over there got his beard all trimmed and shit. You're making me mad, dog. I'm looking like old Willard Soldier over here. His beard all lined up, hair all bald. Okay. I'm gonna be ready next time.
Terry. It's the salon. Don't trip.
I'm gonna be ready next time. Raymond, nice to see you, man. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Fabia, Keith,
nice seeing y'all. Thank you
and
so
Lauren.
much.
Yes. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one.
Okay. All right, you guys.
Thanks, guys. Beauty
Okay.
out.
You guys stay on for a minute.